Okay, what's happening, everybody? My name's Nick, and I'm going to be giving a tutorial on the Linux terminal on Ubuntu. We're going to be going over some lower level commands today, and we'll get more in depth as we progress. First, how to access the terminal. Ubuntu 12 has a few minor differences than Ubuntu 11. In Ubuntu 11, you were originally able to access the terminal through the accessories icon, but I went to the search application and I entered terminal, and there we have it, terminal. A way to save that terminal to your sidebar so you don't have to go through that same process is all running programs are the icon appears on the sidebar there. So what you would do is you would go over, right click, and then in this case it says unlock from launcher, but you would hit lock from launcher. Okay, so there's that. So let's get started. First, I want to go over just the display prompt before we get into some commands. Okay, the display prompt, real simple. The first word that you would see would be the user. In this case, it's me. The second would be the computer. In this case, it's on Ubuntu, and followed by a colon. And following the colon, you see a little tilde character. This tilde actually represents the home directory. So anytime you see a tilde, that's the home directory. And this $sign just represents the regular user, which would be me, as opposed to like a guest user or someone that's not the regular user. Okay, let's get started. The commands. The commands that we're going to be going over today are present working directory, the list command, the change directory command, and the make directory command. I'm also going to show you how to create a text file in a text editor and save it to a folder, and then use the less command to display the text on that file in the terminal. Okay, so first things first, present working directory. Where are we right now? We are currently in the home directory, and the command for that was present working directory, short for that, pwd. Simple. Now, to get a list of the files and folders that are in that directory, the command for list is ls. Enter. And as you can see, everything that appears in the terminal here is the same that appears in the GUI here. See, so we have beer, books, documents, downloads, everything that is in the GUI is in the terminal. Nothing's missing. And one thing to note with the terminal is that it's actually Ubuntu actually color codes things. So the blue, like MLB teams, music, those are folders or directories, whereas the white represents just a text file. And there's also a color code for light blue, and that represents a protected folder or directory. And just to show you what it would look like, I'll pull one up for you. There you go. Shared with me is actually a protected, it's protected, and a representation of protected in the GUI is none other than a lock symbol. As you can see here, a lock symbol to represent that folder is protected. Okay, so we have present working directory, which happens to be, okay, we're at our home directory in the Nick folder in the Ubuntu, which is also in the Ubuntu 1 folder. Now to change directory, the command is cd, followed by whichever directory you would want to change to. So let's say I just want to go home. Remember, the tilde sign represents home. It would be cd tilde character. And there you go, back home. Let's get a list of the directory, and let's say we wanted to see let's say we wanted to enter the NBA teams directory. CD space NBA teams. You don't need the backsplash in this case. Some things do, not here. And as you can see, our current directory is NBA teams. Present working directory, home/net/NBA teams. A cool little feature that Ubuntu has is the double period. What the double period does, when you enter that after your CD command, it brings you to the level right above you. So in this case, it would actually be our home directory. So it would be CD period, and as you can see, we're back. We're back home. Now to to clear out the screen, the command for to clear things, simply clear, C-L-E-A-R. As you can see, it just clears out your screen. Next, I'm going to show you how to make a directory, and the command to make a directory will be mkdir, followed by the name of the directory you wish to create. In this case, let's make schools. Okay, so now if we were to list our home directory again, we'll see that we have a folder called schools. Now to write a text file from the text editor to add to schools, what we would do is we would go to our text editor, pull that up, and we would write whatever, let's say Drew University is in Madison, New Jersey. So University of Wisconsin is in Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, so we have a short text file here, and if we save that, we would want to save that in schools. We would scroll down to schools, and we would save that as, we'll save that as drew.txt. So we could get rid of this. So now we want to see if that file is in our schools folder. We would change directory to schools, and now we're in our schools directory, and we'll list the files in it. And as we can see here, drew.txt is right there. Now a simple command to display the text is less, L-E-S-S, followed by the file name. And when you hit enter, you'll see what we just typed is displayed here. Now this one thing to take note of, you can't edit a file through the display. I'll show you that later when we get into Nano. However, this is just a display of the text file. Now to exit the display, you simply hit Q. Okay? And it brings you back to the terminal. Let's go over one more example of how to display a text file. We'll go change directory, we'll go back home. So now we're in our home directory. We'll list it, see what we have here, and we see examples.desktop it's in white, so it's a text file, so we could actually display that. Less examples.desktop, enter, and as you can see, it looks like single language possible. And how to exit the display, Q one more time, and it brings you back. And to clear, we hit clear. Alright, that's it for this tutorial.